How's it? Today's Tuesday, December 15th, and I got a back squat day. Today's pretty interesting because I feel like every time I squat in pounds, things just don't turn out the way I want them to. And so last week I did, if I recall correctly, I did 155 in kilos, which is like, sorry, actually I only did 150. Wait, no, 155, which is like 341. And then this week would have been 160 for 3-ish reps. So I have to go up either to 160 kilos is about 352 pounds. So either I do 350 or I do 355. There's no in between. And so I had to round up, or I felt it fine for me to round up. And that's where we are today. So today I hit 355 for a triple. The program said 3 or more, so right there it says 3 plus, but I worked up to that, and um, honestly, like, the squats felt pretty good. I think if I had given myself a little bit better of a warm up, like, the overall feeling of the top set would have been different, would have been a little bit better. I think something to note was that when I was after my hip warm up, I tried to show Chester a way to extend through the quads, and then something in my left knee kind of locked up, and it really worried me at the beginning of that. But I told myself that if I start to feel any discomfort as I'm squatting, then I'll stop right away. And as you can tell by me actually getting to 355, or at least I said it earlier, getting to 355 for the triple, I didn't feel too out of place. And yeah, I'm not sure how it's gonna feel in the coming days, but here's my top set. I think that I went from 315 to 355, which is a big jump. It's a 40-pound jump. So I should have given myself an in between set, but I I didn't want to. So here's my 355. And then after that, I had down sets of 4, so 4 4s at 315. These were all pretty easy. I was trying my best to push my knees forward and keep them forward the whole way because um, I think I've mentioned it before, but it's just the best way to load my quads and make sure that my hips are tensioned at the bottom. And I think I did well on most of these reps. Some of them I was getting a little bit tired, and so the overall rep suffered. But I think, given everything, these were really awesome. This is my best set or my best set for sure. So I'm doing my best to avoid knee valgus, and if I can just continue to shove my knees forward as I squat up, then that will give me the best chance to use the quad muscles themselves. Here's my last set. So something that I'm a little bit worried about as far as my knee goes, that little lockup, was that it didn't feel like a normal pain. It felt kind of unstable, and I don't know if that's going to be affecting me in the future. I really hope it doesn't. But yeah, that's where we are today. I think the squats overall felt good. My knee right now, I've been icing it. It's not the most comfortable thing right now. It's clicking a lot more than normal. Um, I think that maybe like if I squat without the sleeves, like my knee will start to have a little bit of issues. But anyway, after that, I moved into some overhead presses for a heavy set, or work up to a heavy set of 1. And I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to do this given how my elbow um, felt last week. I know that yesterday I did have a pretty good snatch day, but seemed a little bit atypical for how I was doing. This is my heaviest set here at 160, which is not quite my body weight anymore, but that's pretty good for where I am right now, I think, as far as my elbow feels and how my training has been going. I do think I could have done 165 if I really tried, but I didn't want to push it. Um, and then I just finished off with a bunch of other accessories. So I got my squat jumps here. This, not that I'm looking at me extending really hard through my knee, is kind of making me cringe a little bit. I got some Bulgarian split squats, the death tempo on my toes, and then finally I have some banded tricep pushdowns. Those are definitely a little bit too heavy for me, I think, given how my elbow's been feeling, I guess. I think I should have used a smaller rubber band or put it a little bit lower, like tethered it a little bit lower. In any case, I did all the sets and I did all the reps. Overall, I think today's squat session was pretty good. I feel like primed to actually squat pretty heavy in the future, so I hope things continue to go well. Thank you for watching. Shoots.